to my kitchen. As you see,
Hey, y'all.
got the hubby here with me today, and we're going to be doing something, honestly, that he is more familiar with than I am.
Y'all, that don't happen very often. Anywhere near no kitchen.
No, but grilling is his thing. I don't grill.
Yep.
Now, I will say I do all the seasoning.
She does.
I do most
of the prep work.
all the prep work.
The ribs are a little bit different.
The ribs are a little different. He gets the that membrane off and all that good
I ain't
stuff.
gonna show that on video, y'all. That's
You know
the guys
to do
that
it.
you watch them barbecue videos and watch them dudes just rip that thing off. I'm like, how do they do that? I you know.
Our ribs actually came without them, so we didn't have to worry
I
about it.
trimmed them up a little bit and pulled a little bit of the membrane off.
Yes.
They look good.
So we got two big old honking racks of ribs today that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to show you how we do it low carb. Now, if low carb is not your thing,
Get whatever you want.
get whatever you want, but honestly, most of the seasons that you would use on a regular rack of ribs is just your normal season. The only thing different that I'm putting in mine is the low carb brown sugar. Now,
That's a game changer.
it is a game changer, but you can use your regular brown sugar for this, and the rest of my seasoning is things that you're going to find in your kitchen probably on the daily anyway. Nothing strange, abnormal, unusual, none of that going on.
I think it's like very creative to make your own stuff.
It
But I mean,
is.
you know, you'll find
Well-
some at Walmart and sprinkle it on there just as good. I mean,
Yes, now I'm going to be making the rub for you, and we're going to smoke them, and then we're also going to be making our barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Because we have looked all around in the store. Trust me, we were in there earlier just reading every label.
Back up 20 bottles at least.
And I said, honey, we can make this. This ain't no big deal. I've done it before. It ain't no big deal. So I'm going to show you how I do both of those things. But I'm going to start with my rub. All right, so I've got my brown sugar here. Now, if I was just doing one rack of ribs, I would just do half of what I'm doing. So I'm going to do a half a cup. Obviously, half of that will be a fourth of a cup. I'm going to get that in there, loosen up just a little bit. And I'm going to put, this is a 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of these goodies in here. Let's just start with some onion powder. Lord, I don't want to stand up. We'll have to take all this stuff off. So that's 2 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons. And I'm going to put that in there on all of these except my my chili powder. My chili powder, I want it to match my brown sugar. So we want a half a cup of that. This one didn't cut it, but we knew, we prepared. We went and got us a new one. So let's open this up. That chili powder really gives it a good flavor. Come on out, sugar, you can do it. I got a really full one there. It was jam-packed. All right. So half a cup of chili powder. Now the rest will be the 4 tablespoons. So I've got my onion powder, and y'all, I have to put this to the side as I do it so I can remember, because I'm old oldie locks, I forget stuff. So I'm gonna just take this little top off because we don't want to be here all day. 2, 4, and this is garlic powder. Pop that back on there. There we go. I've got some cumin. We'll use all that up. It's not quite 2 tablespoons, but it'll be all right. Put that in the trash, save some space. Oh, actually, here is some more. Open this up real quick. Finish this off. There we go. So 4 tablespoons of that. Now I'm going to use my smoked paprika. If I can get this top on low, and I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of that as well. All right, we're at the end of the barrel on that one, but we got some more. So 2 more tablespoons of that. All right, now my salt and my pepper, I'm not gonna do the 4 tablespoons in here because I'm gonna lightly salt and pepper them over here for just a little bit too. So I'm just gonna do half the salt in here and then the other half on there. So 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of pepper, and we'll put the other 2 tablespoons on top of it. And this is a 2 tablespoon spoon there, so it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna add in just a little bit of accent. I'm just gonna do the 2 tablespoons of that too. That's just for some extra flavor. Now you can add whatever you want in your rub because it is your rub. But this, see how quick it was just to put that together. And I mean, people make a fortune off these things in the store doing these rubs. And it's gonna taste delicious. Just that quick, we've got ourselves a barbecue rub. And that smoked paprika, y'all, I'm telling you, it is so good. I've thrown it everywhere, but it's good. Now I'm gonna get my gloves on because we have another step that we've got to do. I'm just gonna eyeball this, salting it. I'm not gonna measure it out. We're gonna flip it over. Well, I'll go ahead and do this side and pepper first. Just give it a light little dust in there. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna flip them over. Same thing. Give it a little salt. Now I'm keeping this hand clean, y'all, so I ain't touching nothing I ain't supposed to. All right, salt and pepper there. Now, I'm gonna be adding some mustard. I'm gonna rub this in with mustard. This mustard helps break it down and help with it getting tender. And it don't taste too bad either. I like me some mustard. We're just gonna generously rub it.
And it keeps your rub on it.
And it keeps your rub on it. There you go. He knows all about this stuff. I should be letting him do this.
This is normally my part, but whatever.
Yes, he should be doing
it. You can handle it. You're an expert in this.
Oh, I'm no expert, baby.
I would call you an expert to me.
Oh. So we're just going, I like to get all the little edges because I want everything to be good and flavored. Here we go. Then we'll give this a little flip and we're going to repeat that process. We will have us a good dinner tonight. Got us some good old fresh green beans to go. Let them cook good and low and slow. And here we go. Now you tell me, Russell, if I ain't got enough on it.
No, it looks good.
You just let me know.
You ain't got to salt out, or you ain't got to coat it.
I'm gonna
You just want enough to hold
us up the rub. Mm-hmm. All right. Now for the good part. All right. Now all this rub that I just put together. Now I'm gonna start sprinkling it on there. Just give it a nice, generous coat. Give this a little mix, make sure. This is real fun with one hand. Lots of fun. All right. All those good seasons together. Should I rub it?
Yeah, you can pat it.
All right, I'm gonna pat it in. Just start giving it some love right off the bat. Gotta have some love in your kitchen, y'all. Gotta have it. All right, now we're gonna flip it over. Look how good that looks already. Get these sides over here. Get them seasoned real good. All right, go give this a little flip, one-handed here. I'm telling you, it smells so good. I mostly smell that smoked paprika and the chili powder, but it smells so good already. Want to get it all on the corners, on the edges. And this is why I doubled my seasoning, because I knew I was going to need a lot of rub. And I've not touched this with anything, so if I have extra, I could take one of my little empty seasoning bottles that I just threw away. Put that in my little seasoning bottle too. That just makes you crazy, don't it, Russell, me saving stuff like that?
Well,
it does. As I throw it away.
yeah.
I see potential. He sees clutter, so yeah, I threw it away.
Get rid of it, person.
Yes, he is. All right. This is just really coated good, and I'm just going to use the rest of it so I don't have to.
It looks good.
So I don't have to do anything extra. Boom, boom. Look at that, y'all. Now, we've got this ready to go. Give it one more little flip, because I got a little bit of extra here. Just make sure. Look how that mustard has kept that sauce on, that rub on. It's absolutely perfect for that. Flip this and back over. Here we go. I'm just going to do a little bit more. And I have used all of my rub, so no worries, Russell, no clutters. So, I am going to let Russell now tell y'all what else to do. Y'all, I did forget one little detail. Now, while these sit here, we're going to let these just sit here for about 15 minutes. You want to let it sweat and get real happy with this marinade. But I did forget some cayenne pepper. That is totally up to you, how hot you want it. And so instead of me putting it in there, I'm just going to lightly put some on top. I don't like things real hot, y'all know. But so my brain was not thinking that. But I do normally put this in my rub. Rub's like, oh, you forgot the cayenne. And yep, sure did. So here we go. I sprinkled it, and I just did it on top because I already had my gloves off, just to be honest, and I wasn't gonna put them back on or put any more back on. But anyway, just a light sprinkle, and I will put this also in my barbecue sauce when I'm making it. So we still gonna get that little zippity zappity of heat that you're looking for.
It'll be in the ingredients.
Yes, it'll be in the ingredients. Now, obviously, I would not add the 4 tablespoons of cayenne unless you really like it hot. So I've got to eat these too, so I wouldn't go add that much in it, but feel free. And that's the good thing about it being your kitchen. You can do what you want to do. If you don't like something, just omit it and you're good to go. But we're going to just let these sit for just a little minute and let them sweat, let them get happy, and then they're going to be ready to go on the smoker.
All right, y'all. We have got the racks of ribs on the smoker. I've got the smoker set to 250, and I put those on, the bones down, and they're going to cook for 3 hours like this. I also put a pan of water in there with them to kind of help keep it moist and help tenderize the meat some. And after about an hour and a half, I'm going to start spritzing it because the rub is going to start to dry up. So we'll check back with y'all when we get this thing going. I normally cook ribs at 250 degrees. I'm at 225 degrees, but I'm doing them today at 250, which is, fine. I've seen people cook them all the way up to 300. We got a little late start, and I wanted to try to get things sped up. But yeah, we're going to cook them for 3 hours, and then we'll take them out and we'll put them in foil and put a little bit of extra stuff on them then. And anyway, we'll take y'all with us and show you how we do it. All right, y'all, it's been an hour and a half, and I have not lifted the lid. If you're smoking meats, you want to keep your lid closed as much as you possibly can. Anytime you open that lid, the heat's going to come out, and your cook time, the temperature is going to drop immediately, like quick, and the cook time is going to take longer. So it's been an hour and a half. I have got a bottle of apple cider vinegar and water mixed together in a 50-50 solution. And normally I would use apple juice when cooking barbecue or cooking ribs if I'm gonna spritz something down. But this is more low carb. You know, apple juice has sugar, so we're trying to avoid that kind of stuff. Anyway, it's time to spritz. Let's see what they're looking like. And they're looking pretty good. They've got a good bark on them. The water's not evaporated out of the pan, so we're just gonna give them a little squirt and wet them down. And get that thing back closed. And we're gonna start spritzing it about every 30 minutes. And you can see just from opening it that little amount of time how much the temperature dropped. 15 to 20 degrees. Anyway, so every half hour, I'm gonna come out there and repeat the process of that real quick, give it a spritz. We have an hour and a half more of cook time, and then we're gonna take them off and wrap them in foil, and I'll take you through that process when we get to that time.
All right, y'all, Russell's got them ribs out there just cooking away, Lord, just getting happy. And while he's out there doing that, I am going to mix up the barbecue sauce real quick and show you just how easy it is to just whip one up yourself. And I'm going to start off, mine is going to be a ketchup base. Now, I have made my own ketchup, my sugar-free ketchup, but for a shortcut, I did buy it. This is G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup, and it does taste good. I have tried it, and trust me, I know my ketchups. I am a ketchup girl. So once again, I'm going to double this because I do have 2 racks of ribs out there, and so I'm going to double. But this is going to be a cup of ketchup. Listen to that, look, a cup of ketchup in here. Then I'm just using my same little bowl, y'all. I ain't trying to do all them dishes. Then I'm gonna have, once again, this brown sugar. I'm using Truvia. The Swerve is real good as well. But I'm just gonna do 3 tablespoons of that. We'll just use this spoon instead. 3 tablespoons. So this is 2. And then about a half of that. Actually, I'm doubling it, so I need 6. 2, 4, and 6. And I'm going to use a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say it, Worcestershire, whatever. So we're doubling that. And now, let me get my garlic powder. Lord, I done put everything back up, but at least it's not far. All right, I'm gonna do a tablespoon. These actually call for a teaspoon, so I'm gonna do a tablespoon of all of my my little spices. So, tablespoon of garlic powder. Just easier to get into it. Take off the top, and I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You can also use a chipotle powder. And I've got a teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder. Another one of that. All right, now salt and pepper is completely up to you. You just do it to taste. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here and then I'll taste it. Now, I will say, you can avoid all this and just get you some sugar-free barbecue sauce if you want to. But it honestly is pretty much, if you've got all the season from the rub, you'll already have it. I'm gonna put just a little dash of cayenne pepper, maybe about a half teaspoon of that in here. Just a little kick to it. You can put red pepper flakes. You can do whatever you want in it. Now, I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So 2 tablespoons of that. Actually, we're doubling it, so we'll go with 4. All right, I'm gonna give this just a little mix and see where we're at on this, see what it's tasting like. It smells good. And I've got one more thing. I have got some liquid smoke. Now, this is purely optional. We are going to have some good smoky flavor to that meat already on that smoker, but normally about 1/2 teaspoon of this will do just fine for that smoke flavor. And I'm going to just add just a little bit in here. Here we go. Now, I'm going to give it a little stir. It's looking really good. There we go. We'll add me some black pepper in here, because we like lots of black pepper. Here we go. Now, I'm going to taste this. Y'all know what I always say, taste your food. Taste your food, see what it tastes like. It's really, really good. I think I'm gonna add some more ketchup to it though, because that brown sugar is pretty sweet. Like I said, I've got 2 racks of ribs, so this is not gonna hurt it one bit. All right, quick and easy, y'all. Just whip right up. It is really good. It tastes really good, I'm telling you. It's sweet, it's got a little heat to it, and it's gonna be perfect on them ribs.
All right, y'all. So I know this is not how this normally works. Y'all ain't used to seeing me on this side of the camera. Rhonda's playing cameraman back there. She decided that she was unsure about what to do when the next step. I usually do the grilling. So
Hey y'all, I'm here.
there's your cameraman. She's a better looking cameraman, I must say.
I'm a boogered up probably.
No, you'll do fine. It'll be fine. So these have been cooking for 3 hours, boned down on the grill, and they came out at about 150 degrees. We've got some detachment going on, which is good. That's what you're looking for right there. I don't know if you can see that real good, but that's what you're looking for. Anyway, they are, the next step in the process is we are gonna, this is take 2 by the way, I already had squirt my margarine, but I have some Parkay margarine. We're gonna wrap these ribs in some Parkay and fake brown sugar, whatever this is called. Swerve, whatever, she can help you with that. Anyway, we're just gonna sprinkle that down on top of the margarine. And then we're going to take our ribs and put them meat side down, and then we're going to make us a tight seal with these ribs. Try not to tear your tinfoil. Make you a little pocket. There's one. The margarine's going to give it really good flavor and keep it tender. And here is our second rack. And y'all, this is known as a Texas crutch way of cooking ribs. And this is the only way I've really ever cooked them. I haven't not wrapped them. Anyway, these are wrapped. Like I said, they were at 150. We're looking for about 200 for what we like as far as doneness. We like them to where they pull real easy off the bone. So we're going to put these on for 2 more hours. It's dark outside, so I'm not sure how much the camera is going to be able to show us cooking these, but they're about to go back in the smoker for 2 hours, and then they'll come off and we'll take you to the next step. All right, y'all, these ribs are back on the smoker, and as you can see, the light is kind of dark. And anyway, you want to put them back on bone side up for 2 hours, wrapped in tinfoil. And then once we get that out, we're going to take it out and go to the next step. All right, y'all. So it's been 2 more hours with the ribs wrapped in tinfoil, and they have just come off. I have not checked them for temperature or anything, but as you can see, they are pulling away. They're pretty much, I'm going to say, close to being done. Cooking them at 250 as opposed to 225 has really cut down the cook time. Well, let's get a check. All right, 180 it is. We're going to start brushing these ribs down with Rhonda's homemade sauce, and we want to get a thick layer of glaze on them. And then we're going to put them back on and cook them until they're about 200. So we're about 180 right now. So I would say probably another half hour. All right, let's give these a flip. Ooh.
Wish you had my hands of steel right now.
I do. I'm very tender-handed. Look at there, y'all. Look at the color in that. And yes, Linda, I licked them. I'm sorry, honey. That's how we do. And that is looking fantastic. These they look like they're done to me. I'm gonna check the temperature on top.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo them for sure.
Yeah, we want to pull apart easy, fall off the bone rib, and this, I base it on how much pullback you have on the bone most of the time. And we're going to check the top of the meat with this thermometer again, see where we're at, just to make sure. All right, let's check this second batch and see where it's at. Because one was further at the back and one was at the front of the cooker, so it doesn't quite cook 100% the same. This one's at 178, so they're both about 180, which is getting close. We're gonna let it go just a little while longer on the smoker. I'd like to at least get it up to 190, but they look like to me that they're ready to pull apart. And I usually just go by the eye test, but I'm gonna trust the thermometer on this and give it a little bit more time. We want to give it a little bit more time anyway to let the sauce kind of glaze in. You want a good glaze to go with your rub. I don't have to have the glaze, but Rhonda loves them. She loves she likes the sauce.
I'm saucy.
All right, let's see if we can do this again. Hopefully it ain't a fail. Look at that. Look at there.
Hallelujah.
I look like an expert at this thing. That is a beautifully colored rack of ribs, if I must say. I think that rub did it right. And we are gonna put a healthy amount of glaze on her, and then we're gonna put her back on for probably another 20 to 30 minutes. And then she's gonna be ready for supper. All right, y'all. They're back on, and I just left them in the pan because essentially all we're doing is cooking that sauce and getting a good glaze on the rack. And we're gonna give it about 15-20 more minutes and recheck, but to me they look almost completely done, to be honest. We're just waiting on the sauce to glaze on there. All right, y'all, we have got these ribs off the smoker. They went for about another half hour, and they are definitely done. Got a lot of the bones showing on them. They've shrunk in. The sauce gave them a really good glaze, and it's time to, see how this little experiment worked out.
It's time, y'all. It's been cooking for what seems like all day.
Well, it's been like almost 6 hours.
It's been a hot little minute now.
It's been almost 6 hours. And people, you know, if you smoke, it's a long process. You got to put a lot of love into smoking meat. So, yeah, they look delicious.
They do. They look delicious.
A little too hot.
Oh,
yeah,
come on,
I don't have the hands of stone.
He ain't got hands of steel.
Let's just cut into them and see what we got here.
Oh, like butter, baby. Like butter. I hit a bone right there. Yeah, it's just coming. It's coming
falling off
right
the bone.
off, y'all. Let's just do one instead of, all that.
If you like fall off the bone rib,
it is good, y'all. It is really good.
Absolutely.
It's delicious. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at there. I gotta lick my fingers.
I'm gonna say.
Look at them all, y'all.
Look at her there, Linda.
Finger licking good, baby. Finger licking good.
Well, I'm gonna say, for being low carb, that is delicious. It's sweet. It's got some heat in it.
It does.
The rub is good. With this how we like them falling apart.
It is.
A lot of people like more chew and the bite in their ribs. Personal preference,
You will not miss the carbs in this. I'm telling you, you will not miss it. You will not miss it. We were only going to do one rack, and he said, well...
I'm glad we did both.
I said, well, it'll turn out really good, and we'll be like, I wish I'd have done that other rack.
Yep.
We got the big old 3 pack from Costco.
Yes.
And we've got one in the freezer. Now, I will say, if you don't have a smoker... You don't have the time to do all this.
Yeah.
You can still do this in your oven, and it is still good.
Yes.
It really is. Maybe I should have cooked the rack in the oven, and you should have done it in the smoker. That would have been a good idea.
Well, we've got a rack left. Maybe we can do something in the oven.
But
separate video.
But if you don't have it,
I'll say if you want more of the smoke, you probably need a little more liquid smoke added to the sauce or added, at some point to get the smokiness. But that is fantastic, y'all. It's got a good smoke ring. People that smoke, pellet grills are easy. They're convenient.
I don't know nothing about that, so you just carry on.
They're very great, fantastic for especially novice people. But they still don't have that smoke like cooked over wood. And even though you're cooking with pellets that are wood, it's still not as quite. But these are delicious.
They are absolutely delicious. They are.
I'm gonna quit rambling because I'm ready to eat.
Yep, got some fresh green beans back there.
Yeah, we about to get down, y'all.
Yes, goodness, it's gonna be good, and we're gonna have plenty of leftovers.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much. I hope I didn't jumble it up and mess it up too terribly. I'm out of my comfort zone here, but
now he knows how I feel.
Well,
all
I know
the time.
how. Yeah, she listen. She's like got it now. She's very comfortable now. I tell you, I do a lot less editing now than I did say 7 months ago. But. This is not easy to do. People that make this look easy, it's not easy. It's really not, especially when you don't, like cooking the low carb stuff. I've only done that one other time ever, and they turned out great, just like this.
Yeah.
I'll say, I don't cook ribs. I don't smoke probably 3 or 4 times a year.
He don't do it that often.
I love to smoke brisket.
He needs to do it more often.
I do. I should use it more often, but it takes so long, y'all. It just takes so long.
Yeah.
We didn't get started today until after lunch, so
it's
you talk
a rainy day.
Yeah, it was rainy, but we had to go to the store and all this stuff, and we didn't get started. The smoked meat, you need to get started earlier or the night before. You need to have time, and
But it was fine because
They turned out great. I know I had not cooked ribs really at 250 for a cook, and today proved that they turn out great. You can cook them at that higher of a temperature, and these are as tender as you could possibly dream of. Literally, the bone's just pulling out.
They are.
So anyway.
So we're excited.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching and subscribing and supporting her. I am so proud of her.
He's
She's
my
on her way.
biggest fan, y'all.
I am her biggest fan.
He is. Bless his heart.
Yep.
He is. Yes, for y'all that don't know, I have hit my little
3,000.
3,000
hours, y'all.
hours. And we're right at about, what, 3,500 subscribers.
Yeah.
But we've got over 3,000 hours now, which
a little over 8 months, which is fantastic. She's doing great. She didn't think she could do this.
A huge surprise.
But she's got good support group of people that do this also. And it's amazing to me to watch that. And we need to, before we forget about it in this video, Miss Shorty Vaughn.
Crazy but not dangerous.
Yes.
My little friend.
She got us, kinda, because she sent Rhonda some cookbooks.
Yeah.
Well, a cookbook, and Rhonda acknowledged it. And then we got another package, like a couple of days later, or the next day, or whatever.
She done sent, it was the second, it was
a set. It was two cookbooks in the set, and she got them separately, so she didn't know she had other than one. So anyway, thank you, Shorty.
I just wanted to thank her properly, because I said, I don't want to think that, oh, well.
But I see all these people,
there's
I'm not going to name all of them because I don't know if they want to be named or not, but there's people that comment on every single video.
You do.
And, she's met some great people through doing this.
I have. I have, really.
That support her, and she supports the ones that do YouTube, and even the ones that don't. I think she's made friendships with people that, all the way across the country.
I love my little Miss Karen and Harriet. And Create with Linda, Jerry Ellen, Cooking with Neighbors. It's just the list goes on and on.
Right.
Courtney, she's my new friend from our little gingerbread house.
She's picking up people all the time, and people that are content creators. When they're small channels and starting out, if you just take the time to watch and give them a view and a like, it helps the algorithm so much and gets their stuff shown. And there's people that they live off the money that they do this with. We're blessed enough to where this is more of a hobby, I guess.
Lord would be starving if we would
be hungry. We would be definitely hungry.
We wouldn't be eating no ribs or nothing. We gotta go to work.
I have big expectations. Her not so much, but I do. And hey, her cousin Doug.
Yes,
we call him OG. He's
our original listener.
Yes, he is an original.
His Aunt Harriet.
My Aunt Harriet.
Of course, all my
cousins,
family
all
and
of y'all.
friends.
Thank y'all, every single one of y'all that support us. We really appreciate it
so much.
And,
Karen and Brad, they watch too, and just everybody.
Everybody
so good.
that are in, my old coworker Andrea, she always likes our videos and stuff. The people that watch every video, like every video, we appreciate. Miss Beverly, another one of my coworkers.
We do appreciate
Sweet lady,
y'all.
all of y'all.
We said we wasn't going to mention everybody.
We are mentioning people, but,
it's
once you start, you don't want to kind of leave anybody out.
No.
But every single one of y'all that have helped.
Yes, and we do appreciate it. We really do. We really do. I am actually just baffled and amazed that anybody will watch to begin with.
Well, I knew she had like a bunch of good ideas, and that I was like, people need to know this stuff, And everybody brings different stuff to the table, and watching these other ladies that Rhonda supports cook, they bring all kind of different things and different recipes and different ways of cooking.
Yes, I love watching them.
It's I wish I could just sit from all the people.
I wish I could just sit around all day long with the YouTube.
It'd be nice.
And just watch all my friends and just comment away. But anyway.
Okay, we've rambled on long enough, y'all.
We have.
It's going to be a long enough video anyway.
We're about to go eat, y'all. We're going to eat
right now.
All right.
We appreciate it, y'all.
Till next time.
Peace.